Dear students, in this session we are going to discuss 10 questions from previous year's board papers. These questions will give you an idea of how the questions are being asked in the board examination and how should we prepare ourselves to attempt those questions. I hope you will find this session productive. If you find this session useful, then please like this video, share this video with your friends and subscribe to our channel M&C Education. Let us take question 1 in this session. Fill in the blanks. If sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is equal to 2 pi by 3, then the value of cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is. Now we need to fill in the blanks type question. This is fill in the blanks type question. Now how will we proceed into this problem? It is sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is equal to 2 pi by 3 is given. So now we need to do what? We need to get the value of cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y. So we need to change this sine inverse of x in terms of cos inverse of x. We can do it like sine inverse of x pi by 2 minus cos inverse of x plus pi by 2 minus cos inverse of y is equal to 2 pi by 3. Now we have the sum of 2 pi by 2's. Here there are 2 pi by 2's. They will make pi there, and it is minus cos inverse of x minus, when we take common, it will be minus cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equal to 2 pi by 3. Then we have cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equal to pi minus 2 pi by 3, which will give us pi by 3 when simplified. So in the blanks we will fill pi by 3 there, and pi by 3 is our answer. Question number 2 is express sine inverse of sin x plus cos x by root under of 2. We will solve it. We will simplify it. Actually, it is the question of simplifying type. Let y is equal to sine inverse of sin x plus cos x, sin x plus cos x upon root 2. So we have y is equal to sine inverse of sin x into 1 by root 2 plus cos x into 1 by root 2. We will distribute root 2 over the numerator to get the expression reduced to this one. So it is y is equal to sine inverse of sin x. Now 1 by root 2 can be written as cos pi by 4 plus cos x into sin pi by 4. Now this is formula for something. It is formula for some trigonometric ratios there. Sum of angles, sine and sum of angles there. It is sine x plus pi by 4. Now we have sine inverse and sine cancel each other, and the answer will be x plus pi by 4. X plus pi by 4, and here this is the simplest form. No further simplification is possible, so we will write here which is the simplest form. Which is the simplest form. question for today's session is find the value of sine inverse of sine minus 17 pi by 8. Let y is equal to sine inverse of sine minus 17 pi by 8, and we know that sine minus x is minus sine x, sine, so it will be minus of sine 17 pi by 8. Now again sine inverse of minus x is minus of sine inverse of x, so it will be minus of sine inverse of sine 17 pi by 8. Now minus sine inverse of sine, it will be 2 pi plus pi by 8. It will be 2 pi plus pi by 8. So it is minus sine inverse of, now sine 2 pi plus theta is sine theta. So it will be sine pi by 8 now. And now sine inverse and sine will cancel to give us pi by 8 only, and minus is there in front of it. So the answer is minus pi by 8, and this is the value of the given question, and it is the answer for the given question. Let us consider question 4. It is tan inverse of 7 by 9 plus tan inverse of 1 by 8 is equal to. Now we have options there. So it is multiple choice question. It has been asked in CBSE 2020 All India, that is outside Delhi, and we will solve it. Tan inverse of 7 by 9 plus tan inverse of 1 by 8. We will use the formula tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. What is the formula for that? You all have remembered it. It is tan inverse of x plus y, that is 7 by 9 plus 1 by 8 upon 1 minus 7 by 9 into 1 by 8. So it is tan inverse of 56 plus 9 by 72 upon 72 minus 7 upon 72. Now from both the denominators 72 will cancel, and it will give us tan inverse of 65 upon, it is again 65, so it is tan inverse of 1, and tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. Tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. So option C is correct. Option C is correct. Here question number 5 is solve the equation for x. Sine inverse of 5 by x plus sine inverse of 12 by x is equal to pi by 2. X is not equal to 0. So we need to solve it. It is an inverse trigonometric function, and it will be sine inverse of 5 by x plus sine inverse of 12 by x is equal to pi by 2. Then we will bring this to the other side. It will be sine inverse of 12 by x is equal to pi by 2 minus sine inverse of 5 by x. Now pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x is cos inverse of x. So we can write it like cos inverse of 5 by x. Now how will we change it, this sine inverse of 5 by x in terms of sine inverse of x? For that we make a triangle, right angle triangle. We take this angle, we consider this angle. Now cos inverse 5 by x is base by hypotenuse. So the perpendicular will be x square minus 5 square by using Pythagoras theorem. So we will have, in place of cos inverse of 5 by x, when we want to write it in terms of sine inverse, we will write it sine inverse of, now sine inverse of p by h will be there. P is root under of x square minus 25 and h is x there. So now we have both the sides sine inverse of x. We will equate them and eliminate sine inverse from both the sides to get 12 by x is equal to root under of x square minus 25 by x. Can we cancel x from both the sides? Yes, we can cancel because they have given x is not equal to 0. So we can cancel it. If x is equal to 0, then we would have formed this as an equation, then factorize the terms and got the answers separately, including x is equal to 1. But here x is not equal to 1, so we can directly cancel x from both the sides. It is given there in the question. Unless it is not given, we will never cancel x from both the sides, even if we can see that they are cancelling each other. So we are left with 12 is equal to root under of x square by x square minus 25. Now we will square both the sides. Squaring both the sides will give us, squaring both sides, we obtain, what we obtain, 144 is equal to x square minus 25. This implies x square is equal to 169. This implies x is equal to plus minus 13. Since x is not equal to 0 and no other restriction is there, so the value of x can be negative also. So both of the values are admissible in this case. But we will check from the given equation. We can easily see that when we take negative value in the given equation, which is sine inverse of 5 by x, sine inverse of 5 by x plus sine inverse of 12 by x, and it is giving us equal to pi by 2. So minus value is not admissible there. So we will take 13 as its admissible value. But x is equal to minus 3 does not satisfy the given equation. So x is equal to 13 is the answer. Let us consider question 6. Question 6 is again solving type question, that is solve for x. Sine inverse of 4x plus sine inverse of 3x is equal to minus pi by 2 is there. We will and this question has been asked in CBSE 2020 All India, that is outside Delhi. Now we will solve it. We will take the given equation. Sine inverse of 4x plus sine inverse of 3x is equal to minus pi by 2, and then we will have sine inverse of, now if we apply the formula, what will it be like? It will be like 4x root under of 1 minus 9x square, and then we have plus 3x into root under of 1 minus 16x square equal to minus pi by 2. Now we have sine inverse, we will bring it to the right hand side. So we will have 4x root under of 1 minus 9x square plus 3x root under of 1 minus 16x square is equal to sine, and then we have minus pi by 2. Now minus pi by 2 is minus 1. Now we have 4x, keep it in the right hand side itself. 4x into root under of 1 minus 9x square minus 1 minus 3x root under of 1 minus 16x square Now we will square both the sides. Squaring both sides, we will get 16x square into 1 minus 9x square is equal to 1 plus 6x root under of 1 minus 16x square, 6x root under of 1 minus 16x square, and then we have plus 9x square into, in bracket we have 16x square. So now we will expand both the sides. It is 16x square minus 144 x power 4, 1 plus 6x into 1 minus 16x square plus 9x square minus 144 x square. Now we have some cancellations there. 144 x power 4 is there, so these two will cancel as they both have the same sign, and 16x square minus 9x square will give us 7x square. Bring this 1 to the left hand side and keep this root under term to the right hand side. Now we will square both the sides. Again squaring both the sides. Again squaring both sides, we get what we get. Again squaring both sides, we get 49x power 4 plus 1 minus 14x square is equal to 36x square minus 36 into 16x power 4. And now we will simplify it. We will see what can we do in this. 49x power 4 minus 14x square minus 36 will give us 50 minus 50x square, and plus 1 is also there. Bring this to that side and multiply it. 576 is there, 576 x power 4. So we have 625 x power 4 minus 50x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0 is there, and it is 25x square whole square minus 2 into 25x square plus 1 square. Now it is reduced to some formula there, a square minus 2ab plus b square. It is a minus b whole square, and it is 25x square is equal to 1. So we have 25, we have x square is equal to 1 by 25 and x is equal to plus minus 1 by 5. Now again we need to see whether both the values are admissible or not. In this case, negative values are admissible, positive values are not admissible. As we can see, sin inverse of 4x plus sin inverse of 3x is given as negative of pi by 2, minus of pi by 2 is there. So only negative value will be there. Since x is equal to 1 by 5, 1 by 5 does not satisfy the given equation, does not satisfy the given equation. So x is equal to minus 1 by 5 will be the answer. Question number 7 for today's session is, prove that tan inverse of root under of 1 plus x plus root under of 1 minus x upon root under of 1 plus x minus root under of 1 minus x is equal to pi by 4 plus half cos inverse of x. Now how can we prove it? We will take the left hand side. It is tan inverse of root under of 1 plus x plus root under of 1 minus x upon root under of 1 plus x minus root under of 1 minus x. Now we see within the bracket what we have is purely algebraic expression. We need to convert it into trigonometric expression so that we can simplify, because in algebra what can we simplify? So we will put something there and we will put here, put x is equal to cos 2 theta. Now when we put x is equal to cos 2 theta, it will be tan inverse of 1 plus cos 2 theta, root under will be there, plus 1 minus cos 2 theta upon root under of 1 plus cos 2 theta minus root under of 1 minus cos 2 theta. Let us close the bracket. Now we have tan inverse of 1 plus cos 2 theta will be 2 cos square theta plus 1 minus cos 2 theta will be 2 sin square theta, and it is root under of 2 cos square theta minus root under of 2 sin square theta. So we have used the formula for 1 plus cos 2 theta and 1 minus cos 2 theta. That is why we had substitution like that, because 1 plus x and 1 minus x both are present here. So we will look for that formula which will be there with plus x as well as minus x, and it is that formula. This is 1 plus cos 2 theta, and we have another formula for 1 minus cos 2 theta. So we have substituted x to be equal to cos 2 theta. Now we have the simplification process. It is tan inverse of root 2 cos theta plus root 2 sin theta upon root 2 cos theta minus root 2 sin theta. Now we will take root 2 as common from the numerator and denominator both and cancel it. So we will have cos theta plus sin theta upon cos theta minus sin theta. Cos theta minus sin theta, as root 2 has gone. Now we will divide the numerator and denominator by cos theta to obtain an expression like this: 1 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan theta. It is dividing numerator and denominator by cos theta. So we have this one. Now we will write this one as pi by 4. We have already done it, and we will introduce 1 here and write that one as pi by 4. So we will have tan inverse of tan pi by 4 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. Now it makes a formula there. It is tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. The formula for that is tan pi by 4 plus theta. So It is pi by 4 plus theta. Now we will need to get the value of theta. We have substituted x is equal to, since x is equal to cos 2 theta, from here we will obtain the value of theta. This implies theta is equal to cos inverse of x upon 2. So we have, in place of theta, we will write here pi by 4, in place of pi by 4 will be there, plus theta. In place of theta we will have 1 by 2 cos inverse of x. And this proves what we had to prove. We had to prove pi by 4 plus half cos inverse of x, and it is right hand side, so it is RHS proved. Let us take question 8. Question 8 is, prove that tan inverse of root x is equal to half cos inverse of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. Again, if we see right hand side, it is half cos inverse of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x, and it is solution. It will be tan inverse of x is equal to half cos inverse of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. Let us take the expression in the right hand side. Here, if we take the expression in the right hand side, RHS is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. Now we will try to simplify it. How can we simplify? We can write x as what? We can write x as what? 1 minus x and 1 plus x, both are there. So we can write x as tan square theta. Put x is equal to tan square theta. Why tan square theta? Because 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is cos 2 theta. And this will simplify the problem. This will be done. And it is 1 by 2 cos inverse of 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. Now we have 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta equal to what? Cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta. Now cos inverse and cos will cancel to give us 2 theta upon 2. From here it will be 2. Now 2 will cancel and it is theta. Now what is the value of theta? We have substituted x is equal to tan square theta. So from here we get theta is equal to, from here we can get the value theta is equal to, first of all square will be removed to give us root under of x, and then tan will go to that side. So we will have tan inverse of root under of tan inverse of root x. So we have tan inverse of root x there, and this is LHS. Hence it is proved now. Question 9 is, solve tan inverse of 4x plus tan inverse of 6x is equal to pi by 4. It has been asked in NCBSE 2019. We need to solve it. That means we will get the value for x for the given equation. It is tan inverse of 4x plus tan inverse of 6x is equal to pi by 4. Then we will apply the formula for tan inverse of a plus tan inverse of b. It is tan inverse of a plus b upon 1 minus a into b, and it is equal to pi by 4. Now bring this tan inverse to the right hand side and simplify the expression in the bracket. It is tan x upon 1 minus 24x square is equal to tan pi by 4, which is 1. Now we will cross multiply to get a quadratic equation there. It is this one. So we have 24x square plus 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we will have 24x square plus what? 12 into 2, 12x minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. We are splitting the middle term. 12x will be common from first two terms. It will be 2x plus 1. Now we will take minus common from the remaining terms to obtain 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So we have 2x plus 1 into 12x minus 1 equal to 0. Now we will equate both the factors. X is equal to minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 12 we have obtained. Now we will check whether both the values are admissible. Here we can see negative values will not satisfy because in the right hand side we have a positive quantity pi by 4. So we will write, since x is equal to minus 1 by 2 does not satisfy the given equation, hence x is equal to 1 by 12 will be the answer. Question number 10 and the last question for the today's session is tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x is equal to pi by 4. We need to solve this. Let us solve this. It is tan inverse of the given equation is tan inverse of 2x plus tan inverse of 3x is equal to pi by 4. Now we will apply the formula in the left hand side. It is tan inverse of 2x plus 3x upon 1 minus 2x into 3x equal to pi by 4 there, and it is, if we bring tan inverse to the right hand side, it will be tan pi by 4 in the right hand side, and we will simplify the expression in the bracket. It is 1 minus 6x square in the denominator, and in the numerator we have 2x plus 3x upon 1 minus 2x into 3x in the denominator, and we have pi by 4 right hand side, tan pi by 4, it is 1. Now we will cross multiply to obtain a quadratic equation there. It is this one, and now we will transform this into proper quadratic form. It is 6x square plus 5x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now 6x square plus 6x minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. We have splitted the middle term, that is 5x, in terms of 6x minus x there. We will take 6x as common from first and second term. It is x plus 1, and then we will take minus 1 as common to obtain x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we will have x plus 1 into 6x minus 1 equal to 0, and we will have x is equal to minus 1 and 1 by 6. We will again check whether both the values we have obtained are admissible. Here both the values are not admissible, as x is equal to minus 1 does not satisfy, as x is equal to minus 1 does not satisfy the given equation. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 6 is the required answer.